still want to whack me. There's nothing to cover up or hide or bury. I do not work for them. I have never worked for them. I have no Russian contacts. I have no Russian money. I have no Russian clients. I have no Russian influences. I'm an anti-communist. That's how I got into politics. I hate their system. It's still totalitarianism, but that doesn't mean I want World War III with them. They have nuclear weapons. They have biological weapons. Putin is a KGB killer, but it still doesn't mean that I want to commit U.S. lives and borrowed U.S. dollars to a war in over Syria, where neither Assad, propping up Hezbollah and worse, and backed up by the Russians, or ISIS, backed up by the Saudis, not our friends. We have no stake here. A no-fly zone in Syria.
Well, Roger, I got to hand it to you. I mean, I also looked this up. You told me about it. It was in the news at the time. It's out there. You actually had Russian agents back when you were in the Reagan administration approach you. You went and called the FBI. They rolled them up. So everybody knows you're a patriotic citizen. Now we've got Maxine Waters running around saying that Trump, in fact, let's cue that up if we can, literally gets his orders from the Kremlin, from Putin directly. I mean, they're now hitting levels that are so comical. It'd be funny if it wasn't so serious. Do they believe this crap? Here it is.
If we find out that somebody on behalf of Donald Trump was on the phone or in email relations with somebody in Russia or the ambassador to America from Russia, and there was some sort of, as you call it, collusion, then what? Does that make Trump subject to impeachment? What do you mean by not legitimate? Just generally, what you by the term?
Well,
if
here's
you
what
find out there was a connection, there was collusion, your term.
Well, here's what I'm trying to get to. If we discover that Donald Trump or his advocates played a role in helping to devise strategy, if they're the ones who came up with crooked Hillary, if they're the ones who came up with she's ill, something's wrong with her energy, and the way that he basically, described her in the campaign, I think that is
That's enough.
something that would...
I don't know who's more doddering, and nothing against old women, but this is like obscene. Crazy, old, arrogant, corrupt women. I mean, her and Nancy Pelosi, in the whole ethics investigations, are two of the most corrupt, in my view, just filthy, horrible, career politician, limousine liberal, race pimp, harpies. And it goes on and on. It's like 5 minutes long. It's up on Infowars.com. It's incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand, the Russians now feed Trump directly everything, and if the Russians even said something to Trump, he should have to step down, because the Russians are all powerful, and now you can see it. Roger, correct me if I'm wrong laying this out.
There's no evidence whatsoever of the communication. So the outrageous...
Hold on, I've got a question, but I got to get it from Yes Putin. What do I say? Roger, let's get into why they'd want to blame the Russians. Yes, comrade, I'm sorry. No, seriously, let's talk about this briefly, and you're going to be hosting the next hour, so I'll host somebody ahead of the time. Roger, let's talk about polonium. I mean, you're not talking about yourself here. This is so rare. Only state sponsors can create this. What is the message that's being sent? It's clear. Get you out of the committing hearings. It's so clear. Get you out of the committing hearings, kill you, get rid of you, and then think the public's so dumb, go, look, they poisoned their other spy, Litvinenko, and now they've gotten rid of their other spy before he could testify. They think the public's that dumb. I'm telling you, that's why they did this, and I'll tell you, I think Hillary and I think the globalists are the main suspects. Go ahead.
Well, Alex, I have to tell you, like Craig Murray, like Steve Pachinik, like and crusading journalists like Glenn Greenwald, who is not a conservative, who is not a Trump fan by any means, but who has shed light on this in a way that the New York Times and the Washington Post have not. I'm a whistleblower, and perhaps I'm a threat, but this isn't about me. This is about stopping the Trump agenda. Now, I was on with Bill Maher, and Maxine Waters was a guest on that show. She's a very nice lady. When she came out and said the Bushes and the Clintons trafficked cocaine through MENA, the left wing said, oh, she's just a crazy, batshit crazy old lady. But her supposition here is way out of line. Trump came up with crooked Hillary. How? He's familiar with her record. Donald Trump